How's Dorothy doing?
She's doing okay. She just lost her husband though.
She did.
Corey passed away. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It's about probably 3 weeks since he passed away.
Wow.
Well, he's had that Crohn's disease.
Oh yeah.
It's like in the intestines and the stomach, you know.
Okay.
And he's had that from very young on. He was still in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, when he started.
Sorry to hear that. Really sorry.
Yeah. And so, I mean, but he's put up with it all these years and ate according to what he could, you know, and
Yeah.
this and that. And never let it bother him that much, or
Yeah.
you know, the family too, or whatever.
Right.
And he did really well until now.
Wow.
But then, of course, we all get older and whatever, and,
Yeah.
and having it so many years, you know, and whatever, it probably just took a toll on his life.
Yeah. What age was he?
I
About-
don't even know for
oh.
sure.
60? No.
He was probably close to that.
Dorothy's about, yeah. Okay.
He
Wow.
was, yeah, he was
Shocking.
probably his early, you know, the
Yeah.
lower part, 60s or whatever. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just asking randomly how she doing. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
it was kind of unexpected, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he was sick.
No?
Well, just the usual thing, you know. But he handled that really well, you know,
Yeah.
with what he ate and this and that,
Yeah.
you know, and
Sounds
different things he would drink, you know, and whatever. And yeah,
Wow.
he was very active. He still had, he still does that. No, what do you call it? Classwork, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still does that all the time.
Okay. Okay.
And he does really well in that, and there's different ones in Minneapolis that do that, and then
Yeah.
in the early December or late November, they have like a show,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people come and purchase things for Christmas gifts and all
Yeah.
that, so they always, it goes really well for him, yeah.
Oh.
And he's very particular when he does something.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. It's,
Is Dorothy still working at, I forget what it is, Frito-Lay, or where does she work again?
yeah.
General Mills?
General Mills it was.
General
yes.
Mills, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, she still works part-time.
Part-time.
Now she can work out of the home.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so she doesn't go to work
Is
no
that
more,
home?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she does.
If you remember when, because it's kind of part of our history too, the music. If you remember when Jesse started doing that, do you have any memories of him saying he wanted to play music and make money doing it?
Yeah, I know he did at home already, you know, he did whatever.
Did he?
I know it wasn't first, how did he play? He didn't have an instrument, did he?
No, just played CDs,
Yeah, CDs or tapes or whatever
tapes.
like that,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
If that I remember, because he had a player at home, you know.
Oh, okay.
Play him sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
and see what I thought of him or whatever before he do it at a public thing, you know. or
Right.
whatever, Yeah.
Oh wow. So he did that at home quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Wow. Okay. Because I remember Aaron and Leo bringing me down there to see like his lights and his players, and
Oh, yes.
he
yeah,
had a
he
lot
had
of
all
fun
that,
things.
Yeah.
Fog machine.
Yes,
You know,
right, he had that.
I think he had a big mirror ball.
Yeah, I believe he had
I
that
think
too.
so. But
That
so you-
fog machine, I thought was this
Dumbest thing?
interesting thing to watch.
yeah, yeah, blowing smoke or fog.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Any other memories about the music thing that? I mean, I'm just asking if there's anything that stands out about Jesse with the music.
Yeah, he would play it a lot at home.
Yeah.
To see what he would do, or when he was in public, you know, what he.
Sure.
I don't know what it was, tapes or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Tapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just had the idea. I'm gonna start my own company doing dances and things like that.
I guess so. That was all his own idea. Or
All his own
whatever.
idea? Okay.
I don't know what made him get into that or whatever, but.
Yeah. I thought maybe there's something in the family. Somebody played accordion or something. I don't know.
No, there was nobody like that.
No. Okay. So you just thought I could make money playing.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So like I was at the farms. You know, we camped out at the farm for a few nights,
Oh.
and we took a walk down to your place, and we noticed the silos have Kramer and Kramer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Ray and Jesse? Did they kind of go in?
Ray and me.
Ray. Okay. Both of you.
Yeah.
Kramer. Okay. Explain
yeah,
that.
Kramer and Kramer, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was a show on TV. And it
Kramer
was
versus Kramer, right?
Yes, that attorney and his wife, I think, whatever. So I said, okay, we'll call that Kramer and Kramer too, like they do.
Oh,
they
okay.
do on TV.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it
that's
is you. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
We didn't know, maybe we thought when the silos were built, we thought maybe Jesse was part of the equation because I remember him working quite a bit, but it would be you.
Yeah, and
It would be
they,
you.
there was, it was in the fall when they were put up, you know?
Yeah.
And then, they'd come home or not even go to school because they
Yeah.
were cutting silage at home and whatever.
Right.
And you know how that goes. And
Yeah.
the boys are needed at home.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know, we didn't have the blue silo right away. That was years later. We just had that Stave cement silo,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And then later on, the two harvesters were put on.
Yeah, that was a big deal in that community.
I
When they
thought
went
it
up.
was crazy because
Really?
the expense of it.
Oh,
They were like over 200,000 a piece.
were they really?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
And I said, because I said to her, are they made of gold? No, he said they're blue. So, yeah, and I had the guys there feeding them, you know. Well, that's how it was in the farm. If there was work in the yard and there was help there, the farm wife always cooked for everybody.
Right.
So they
Wow.
were there, you know, and whatever, and I cooked for them and whatever, and feed them, and I give them lunch in the afternoon, because one time, the big chief from way over Maryland was here too,
Oh yeah.
because that's kind of where their company office or whatever is, you know.
Sure. Sure.
And I know that in the afternoon, well, I gave them lunch then about 4. I always made some treats like cookies or whatever,
Yeah.
and then I take it out in the garage by the house there, that house garage, and then I called them. They could come and sit there, so they were out in the sun, you know, this
Sure.
and that, and then I give them lunch in there. I know that one afternoon when I went out, and then the boss was there, you know.
Mhm.
And he looked at me and said, "You're going to feed them again?" And I said, "Well, I feel they deserve it. They work early in the morning and they work till 9:30 at night."
Wow.
And I said, "So I feel they're deserving of it, you know, and whatever." And I said, "It's not that much more work for me or whatever. I usually had something baked, you know, and whatever in the freezer and this and that, and then I take
Yeah.
that out or whatever." And
I bet they never experienced somebody so generous. You know, that's
Probably
kind of
not.
how it is around here. They just
Yeah,
feed,
that's true.
feed the help.
whoever's in the yard at the time
Yeah.
or whatever came in to eat with
Yeah.
their family, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. That's how it always was.
Yeah, my dad says the same thing. My dad wants to say hi to you, by the way.
Well, say hi to him too.
Yeah, he's doing a music show today in Bismarck.
Well, in Bismarck.
He still plays harmonica and sings German songs.
He even sings German songs.
Yeah, with Julie, his wife. She plays guitar.
Oh yeah, I knew Julie always played guitar.
Yeah.
She was a very good guitar
Yeah.
player because even in church here sometimes she
Yeah.
would play and sing, you know.
They play down here sometimes, don't they?
They used to. I don't know
Yeah.
if they still do.
I think they'll start up again once the COVID is done.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
But that dumb thing is, why did you get one of them girls?
Right?
And Neil said they've all three got boyfriends already.
Really?
Yeah. So he never got involved with any of them, you know. But
Yeah.
they were real nice people,
Yeah.
you know, girls, because we met
Sure.
the mom and dad too, you know, and the girls, you know, whatever. Yeah, they were very nice, you know, whatever, friendly, whatever.
Oh,
But he never. Well, he was already dating Lori because they met in college over at Washington.
oh
Yeah,
sure.
So he kind of had.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew her, you know, when they were dating it off and on. It.
Seems like a lot of the young boys from Strasburg went to Wahpeton.
Yes.
You know, that's what I'm gathering. Because I looked at Gary's yearbook from 1980,
Mm-hmm.
and Dwayne Turnus is in there, and Joanne Turnus is in there.
Yeah.
They met at college,
Yeah.
and they were in the park yesterday. I said, I didn't know you met your wife at Wahpeton. Yeah, she was a hurdler. She was on the track team.
Oh.
And we'd hang out and go dancing.
Yeah.
Same old. Dancing. Yeah. This is really interesting history on that, too.
General Mills cereal, yeah.
Yeah. So they signed the box? Okay. So
Yeah.
you mean they do all the printing for it and
Yeah, they
Although-
kind of designed the box.
the layout?
Yeah, what was on the
Okay.
outside.
That's what Dorothy did. Okay.
Yeah.
How many children did they have?
2, a girl and a boy.
Okay.
Syriana and Christopher.
Okay, nice. Sorry, I'm jogging your memory.
That's okay, that's a good thing. Kids.
It's good?
Gotta
Okay.
keep the noodle going.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
No, the Syriana, she's married, And her husband was from Minneapolis there.
Yeah.
And they always did live with Dorothy and Corey at the house, you know.
Okay.
Which is a good thing because Corey passed away now.
Right.
And she is alone, you know.
Yeah.
So that makes it nice that Sirianna and her husband are there.
Oh, that's great.
And her son Christopher and his wife live in Minneapolis too,
Oh.
but not in their house. They have their own apartment.
Real close. He's in Denver, right?
Not too often, but
No?
sometimes I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Call you or something?
Yeah. Well, I talked with him. Oh yeah, just recently or whatever, telling him that Corey passed away. You know, Dorothy's
Oh,
husband, and
yeah.
then we talked about that. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been in mechanic type things his life, right? Most
Yeah,
of
that's
his
what
life?
he took up in Washington at the college, and that's what he's been doing. That's always been his thing, because when he was a little kid, every little toy, car, or truck, or whatever,
Like,
it had to be taken apart and put together.
really?
Yeah. He was a real mechanic then, you know, already.
Wow.
And he loved working on the machinery and stuff, you know, at home.
Yeah.
Once he was older, you know, and
Yeah.
yeah, to repair whatever needed repaired or something like that, the swather
Yeah.
or whatever, you know, any
Right.
little thing. He
Yeah.
was real handy at it, yeah.
Wow. Do you think his accident set him back quite a bit with that, or is he still?
No, he's still, it took a while
Yeah.
in rehab, you know,
Yeah.
to get all his strength back again. Because he was totally paralyzed from the neck down. He didn't move an arm or nothing.
Wow.
He didn't even raise, he couldn't even lift his hands up or anything.
Really?
I was in the hospital with him a long time in Bismarck.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I say, he couldn't feed himself or nothing. I had
Oh my
to
gosh.
feed him in the hospital
Really?
all the time, yeah.
As a parent, that had to be the scariest.
Yes, because you never know how the recovery's going to be or whatever, you know. So
Right.
yeah, it
Right.
was tough, but he didn't want you to worry or pity him or something.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to get over this.
Yeah. He's
And
a tough
he did,
cat.
He did really accomplish really well, and even when he was in rehab in Colorado, because I was down there all the time, you know, with him.
Yeah.
And well, we stayed at Eli and Mary Ann's place, but Mary Ann would drive me over to the rehab center every day.
Okay.
But then pretty soon she said, well, she has to go back to work again, to her job, you know.
Sure.
So, but they had 2 cars there, and whatever, and then because Ray went home with ours, you know.
Right.
And so then she said I can use that other car, that
Oh.
one car, and then I would drive to the rehab center in the daytime and
That's
be
great.
there with him, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at first, you had to feed him and everything. He couldn't,
Right.
use his arms, had lifting it up, you know, and getting his spoon to the mouth. And this
Yeah.
and that. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
even in the hospital, you know, at Bismarck, I would feed him.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just got better over time. Just
Oh
started.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And he worked hard on it
Yeah.
to get back on his feet
Yeah,
and
big-
work and
yeah.
whatever, yeah. And at first he was in the wheelchair, and then it didn't take too long, and I know me and one of the other ladies were going to the outside patio to have lunch in the afternoon. And then when we came back in, and then I went to the second floor. That's where I figured he was for his rehab, you know.
Yeah.
And then as I come up there, the steps, you know, and then onto the main the floor.
Yeah.
And then him and his nurse come down the hallway, and he was walking with his crutches, you know.
Wow.
And she was beside him, and she wasn't holding him or nothing. And he had the biggest smile on his face because he was so happy to show me he could walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really a big day, you know. He could walk that day.
Yeah.
And it didn't even take so very long, and then he used cane for a while, you know.
Yep. I
And he
remember
walked
that.
really
That's when I
well.
remember him
Mhm.
walking with a cane.
With that, yeah. And well, it was his right side? Yeah, it was more or less his right side, more so than his left that was paralyzed so much.
Yeah.
And I know when for the longest time he would kind of swing that leg, you know, to take a step.
Yep.
But
Yep.
he's very little that you notice it no more when he
Right.
walks, and it's, you know, not a perfect walk or step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah, but
We-
he
yeah.
worked hard on it, you know, to
Yeah.
get to that again. Because even in rehab already, and his, that rehab was down in Colorado. And everybody had their own nurse and whatever. There was never nurses exchangers. Each
Yeah.
patient had their own nurse to look after them and take care of them, you know, do the
That's great.
exercise and things with them.
Sure.
And she would always say that too, you know. she'd always encourage him, you know, to walk and this and that,
Yeah.
and try and
Yeah.
do things kind of on his own, you know, this and that.
Right.
And then she always said, and you're going to walk again. Remember that. You're going to walk again on your own.
Wow.
She would drill that all the time.
Yeah. Just to get him thinking positive, huh?
Yeah. So pretty soon, one day, like I said, I was outside and whatever, and then I came in, and him and the nurse would come walking down the hallway in the rehab center. And he had the biggest smile on his face because he was walking.
Yeah.
And then
He's proud to show you.
Yeah. He said then, well, she always told me I'm going to walk again, and I am walking today, he said. He was so proud. He had the biggest smile on his face. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so great.
It was unbelievable. Well, yeah, you know, as terrible as it was for him, I'm sure it was very devastating to him, you know, in your mind, you know, am I ever going to walk again, or what's going to happen? You know?
Right.
Or even drive again or something. But even then, when he would come home for Christmas, well, he had to go to Denver to the rehab center.
Yeah.
Ray's brother called right away. He had that accident on Saturday evenings. And on Sundays afternoon, Eli called already from Denver, and I couldn't figure out how in the hell he ever knew that already, you know.
Wow.
And he talked with me first, and then he said, as soon as you can move him, you know, from the hospital at Bismarck, you bring him down to the hospital here, Swedish hospital here at Denver, he said. They're going to help him, and he's going to walk again.
Wow.
Because they are great here, he said. It's the best, one of the biggest...
in the nation?
Well, yeah.
Best in the nation for
you know,
rehab, maybe?
Yes, for rehab, yeah.
Okay. Who was that, Eli, you said?
Yes, because Eli lived down
Who is Eli now? I'm not sure who Eli is.
It's Ray's brother.
Ray's brother, okay.
Young, just older than Albert.
Okay.
Yeah, Albert was younger than Eli.
I came about later, so I probably wouldn't know all the brothers, but
No.
I know some of them.
Yeah.
Or some of the relatives.
Okay.
I appreciate you telling me, because I don't know a lot of the... I remember the night of the accident, being a boy, maybe 6, 7, and somebody coming to the house, and I think it was Glenn. And he had checked every farmhouse that had a light.
Yes.
And finally got to our place.
That poor kid, and he ran on foot.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
I think without shoes.
And I think he went to every farmstead, and there was a wedding in town that weekend, and I don't know what else, but there was nobody home on these farms until he got to Turnus, your place.
Yeah. What happened? Did they ever say? Kel was slowing down to turn?
Yes.
Glenn must have just...
by the intersection, yeah.
Dusty?
Well, he was a city kid.
Yeah.
And never drove much on gravel road if he did at all.
Right.
And it was dusty, yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, yeah.
Couldn't see.
And, well, he should have seen Calvin use the brakes.
Yeah.
Because Calvin crossed the intersection there, you know, there's that intersection there.
Right.
And Calvin crossed the intersection and then stopped. And Glenn just kept right on going. See, that's what broke Calvin's vertebrae in his neck when he hit him. You know, it rear-ended him like that.
Yeah, going pretty fast, I'm sure. You know, I remember going to church the next morning and seeing the car, and I was so young, but I knew something really bad had happened. Huh? Yeah, and I kept asking, is he okay? And they said, well, we're not sure, you know, he's in the hospital, and thank God, we love Calvin, we really do. Yeah. My sister Claudette tries to keep in touch. I know Aaron adores him for the mechanic work he does, and they were good friends, you know.
Oh yeah, the kids, yeah, they were always together, yeah. Then the Wagner boys, Tom and Troy and all that.
Yeah, all the Wagners, yep. Yeah. So we're glad everything worked out with that. But,
oh my God, I prayed hard, I tell you.
I bet. Yeah.
And that happened on a Saturday night, and even on Sunday mornings, because my sister Valeria, they live in Linton on the farm, of course, and then they were at church in Linton, you know.
Right.
And I forget what their priest's name was, but anyway, their priest mentioned him that morning in the sermon and said they need to pray for him because he was in this bad car accident the night before. And Valeria said she was just couldn't figure out, well, what happened, you know.
Right.
Well, of course, you know, we weren't at home that night right away or whatever, and then I hadn't called nobody or whatever.
Right.
And
the word spread around town, I suppose.
Yeah. I suppose, somebody heard about it, you know, and whatever, it gets around, you know. Whatever.
Yeah.
So So then she called that Sunday, and then I said, yeah, he's in the hospital in Bismarck, and I'm going to go up there and stay with him as long as he's there, you know.
Right.
And so I did. And then, well, he was there about 2-3 weeks
Really?
in Bismarck, yeah. And
Okay.
then he got transferred to Colorado.
Okay.
Eli called right away too and said, be sure and bring him to Colorado as soon as you can move him, because they have a rehab center there,
Yeah.
and it's the Swedish hospital.
Yeah.
And he said that's one of the highly rated ones in the United States.
Okay.
And I know when we mentioned that to the doctor in Bismarck, you know, the
Yeah.
doctor was taking care of him in Bismarck.
Right.
And then he said too, for all I know, that hospital's probably in Sweden. He said he's never heard of it before.
Right. Right. The Swedish hospital.
It's called the Swedish hospital.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a very nice hospital, and they were so, you know, so concerned and whatever. And each
Yeah.
patient had its own doctor and nurse.
That's great.
They weren't taking care of any other patient.
Just them. Wow.
Each patient was individual.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really great. Yeah.
How are Jesse and Rhonda doing? I had heard something about their house fire.
Yeah. That was about 2 years ago.
Was
or
it?
something like that? Yeah.
Did they just
The house caught on fire. It was
do they know what caused that?
the fire department, whatever, when they inspected it
Yeah.
the day after, whatever. Then fire chief said it was the electrical
Oh.
wiring, you know, or something that
Yeah.
started it, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Until Jesse said he was in the house and whatever, and he thought he heard, you know, every now and then some crackling sound.
Yeah.
But he couldn't figure out what it was, and he said you couldn't smell none yet. Or whatever.
Right. Right.
So he was in there for a while and whatever, and then he went outside. Well, then it got louder, and then of course all of a sudden you could see flames. It went through the wall, and then
Sure.
outside, you know, was
The
burning.
wall.
So then I didn't even know. He didn't go back in no more.
Is it a pretty new house?
It
At that
was,
time?
It wasn't too
It was,
big a
right?
house, yeah. It was a nice 2-story house, you know.
Wow.
And then it had a full basement under there too.
Jeez. So did they rebuild?
Yeah, they did rebuild.
Same spot? Or different?
No, it's in the same yard, but
Oh.
it's a huge yard, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know Rhonda's mom lives there too.
Oh, good.
She wasn't living by them, but she was in a different part there.
Gotcha.
But she has
Okay.
her own house too, you know, a garage
That's
and
good.
everything. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
And then Rhonda's brothers all live right there in farm
Oh.
area too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So even though
Ron and Rod and those guys?
yeah, they all live there.
Good deal. I know Aaron worked with them on the Fargo Dome. They used to go
Oh.
down and help paint, I guess.
Yeah. Mhm.
That was a while ago, 92.
Know what their history is.
Yeah.
And they would be, well, one was from India one time, and I don't know. And then always right away, they're not white, they're colored. Well, I said to one lady once, well, God created us all, and so what if he's not white like we are? We probably look like a pale face to him.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
And
Good point,
then she
Arlene.
didn't say anything no more.
Yeah.
But I thought, she's so dumb to always
Yeah.
talk like that, you know, and
There's
whatever.
a lot of small-mindedness going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I
They-
find it interesting sometimes, you know, because we've got some different nationality girls on the floor and working,
Yeah.
you know, and they're fun to visit with and talk.
Yeah.
And they're eager to talk with you,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, yeah.
I'm sure you learn a lot about them.
That's just it, yeah.
Yeah. Good. What is your maiden name, Arlene?
I was a Wagner.
Okay, you were a Wagner. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Okay.
Agnes, you remember,
Yeah.
that's my brother, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was from that same family.
Maybe it's your brother. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense now. Because I remember Ruby and Sarah, and
Yes.
they were they both Wagners? Sarah was Wagner.
Yeah, and so was Ruby, yeah.
Ruby was too. Okay.
Well, they're dead, yeah.
So Wagner.
Yeah, Pat got married to Jim Wagner,
Jim Wagner.
yeah.
Okay. I never knew the connection, and I was wondering
They
how the
weren't-
Wagners.
Those Wagners weren't related to us.
It's a different
to our
Wagner, right?
Wagners. Yeah, they were different.
Okay.
Wagners.
I think Dad explained that one time.
Mhm.
Was it the Wagners in town with the
No, they
grocery
lived-
store, or no?
No, they lived out by that Baumgartner Lake, or I guess it was called. Anyway, that big lake that was there where Oscar and Isabel
Yeah,
lived. There
yeah.
was that big lake there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They lived on the opposite side of it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of water
John
down there now.
Wagner's, yeah.
John
Regina,
Wagner.
Regina was her name.
Radina?
Mhm.
Radina. Okay. Okay.
Some call
Makes
her
sense.
Gina.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
I know there's different Kramers, different Wagners. You know.
Yeah. And then, well, they had a son, Jim, and that's the one Pat got married to, Jim Wagner, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Nice.
that was a son to them. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you still chat with them, Ruby, Sarah, at all?
Not too often, but once in a while they'll
Yeah.
call, you know, whatever
Yeah.
I call them.
Yeah.
That,
That's
whatever.
good. Okay.
Like,
They're still out in Montana, right?
yeah, they're still in Montana.
Because I remember them visiting, you know, in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
We had a good little time just running around and
Yeah.
riding bikes and stuff.
Yes.
To
And
the
they
well,
also
yeah.
enjoyed when they'd come home to the farm, whatever, when
Yeah.
the neighbor kids come over, you know.
Good.
So that, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Wagner boys would come over sometimes, especially Sunday afternoons, you know, you guys usually got together and whatever.
Yeah, Sundays
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
And
I see Ruby's on Facebook, of course. Ruby's daughter is pretty good softball player. I
Yes,
guess.
she has been from very young on.
Really?
I think she was just even in the lower grades already.
Wow.
She loved playing softball.
She got a college scholarship for softball, is what it says.
Really now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I haven't talked with her for some time yet.
College, yeah.
Already, yeah.
So now going to college, yeah, playing
Isn't that
softball.
something? Yeah, now
Amazing.
those are great kids already.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
went to
right,
college.
right. But looks just spitting image, you know. I mean,
Mhm.
just like a lot of the Kramer side or Wagner side.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, looks a lot like Ruby. She's tough. That daughter, she looks tough. Just strong, you know.
Oh.
Because I watch videos of her hitting and just
Oh,
strong.
yeah.
It's kind of neat. I like sports.
They
so.
always did like sports. Even
Yeah.
Ruby and Sarah, you know, did.
Really?
And then their children now do too.
Yeah.
You know,
Good deal.
They like it. Yeah.
Good. Good. I was just wondering whether they're still in
Yeah.
Montana.
And they,
Good.
because I know there when Pat died, you know, and then she was brought. She requested. Well, she also told me that before if she ever dies, she wants to come back to Strasburg to be buried. And she went, well, to
Krassna.
have the funeral. She wants to be buried across the cemetery.
Wow.
So that's where she is, you know.
Wow.
But
Yeah, I visit her quite often.
yeah.
Cause you know Edwin and Barbara. I mean not Edwin, but Barbara's out
Barbara's
there. The
out there,
tombstone.
yeah.
There's a lot of relatives.
Yes. And though Adrian and Barbara have a little one or two out there.
Yeah.
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 Babies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 'Cause I
Yeah.
know
It's interesting.
Tombstone. I haven't been out there for so long. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. When this is all over, if you ever want to take a ride out there, you let me know. I love going out and just hanging out at the farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was, well, it's going on 2 years already, I think.
2 years?
I know Mark Kramer sometimes drives out there.
Oh yeah.
Just to drive, and then he always
Mark.
lets me know about it, and then he comes
Nice.
and checks me out of here.
Oh,
and
good.
takes me along.
Okay. Good.
The country,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
It
Yeah,
is.
we see Mark a lot out there at
Yeah.
Gary's place.
Oh.
He was filling the grain bins when little Emmons was out there. Emmons is 5, and Emmons thought that auger was just the most incredible thing.
I suppose his
Never
eyes
seen
were
such a
just
thing.
big,
Yeah. It was a big auger.
Uh-huh.
And then Mark said, well, I'm going to back the truck up, and then we dump it in. And
Yeah,
Emmons just
and
thought
then
that was
seeing
amazing.
him falling in there, and then it goes up that thing.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
amazing to him, I bet.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You know out there?
Yeah, she told me that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she lived in Montana.
Yeah.
But she always said she's going to come home.
Come home.
And she was married, had a husband, you know, but they all came home. And so
Okay.
did the children.
Yeah.
And then, well, Ruby, her in-laws came home too.
Oh, okay.
And it was in January. Just as
Cold as could be.
cold as you could
Yeah.
make it, and the wind blowing like crazy that
Yeah.
day. It was unbelievable.
Was that hard to take? That it had to break your heart?
Yeah, it's like, you know, why or whatever went wrong here, you know, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Do you think she had some depression?
I think there was something about that or whatever. Yeah. And I didn't know what
Yeah.
I didn't know her. It wasn't that he was mean to her or something like that. Their marriage, and he supported them really well, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
And of course, when he married her, he knew she had these 2 girls, you know.
Right.
And well, and I think I was out there in Montana, and we talked about that, you know. And I said,
Yeah.
I said something to him, you know, you got to remember there's 2 daughters here too. We're
Right.
gonna have to, that are going to be the part of your family. And I
Right.
said they have to be taken care of and supported, you know.
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, he was good about that, you know.
Yeah.
And I know his parents were really nice people, and I
That's good.
figured, you know, well, the his mom and dad, they'll see it, if things aren't
Right,
And
straighten it
they'll
out.
say something.
That broke my heart too.
I know,
You know,
at the time it was,
to see them
really, would you then give up your life
Right.
just because something like that? But
Right.
of course, you're not in them shoes. You don't know.
Don't know. Yeah. So
Well, I
maybe
know
she
we-
was heartbroken.
Yeah, we talked about that. Ray and I did.
Yeah.
I said, I think if you'd ever done that to me, I'd have crowned you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Oh,
boosted you out of here. I said
Right.
right away.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that is very mean or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I mean, and the girls liked him as
Yeah.
their, well, they call him dad,
Right.
While he was the boss in the house. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
and
Jeez.
and he was nice to the girls.
That's
that
good.
he was, well,
Yeah.
his mom made sure of that.
That's good.
She was pretty much with family and this and that.
Right.
His parents were real good people.
That's good. That's good.
And that he would
Yeah.
stay, make sure, not because they were Catholics and they weren't,
Yeah.
and always make sure that they follow, and,
Right.
that he's there for them if they need.
Right. Right.
And goes
Yeah.
to church with them.
Yeah.
there,
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I always feel that way too. Even if it isn't another faith or whatever,
Sure.
you're still in church,
Yeah.
and God is there in every
Right.
church, no matter what faith it is.
Yeah.
And they have services and this
Yeah.
and that.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And my dad too, he got along just perfect with them and whatever. And there
That's
wasn't a time where they wouldn't help you out.
Right.
Anybody out there was building something, because many of the farmers built new barns.
Right.
These big hip roof barns.
Right.
and everything.
Yeah.
And there was always that whole Hollander outfit was always there helping. You
Always
build.
the help. Good
And
people.
I know my folks built a house out at the farm, a
Yeah.
new home, because
Yeah.
we just had a sod house before
Right.
that.
Right.
And yeah, those Hollanders were all there that my dad knew before, whatever. They were all there helping build that house.
Wow.
And that's how it was when I was married to Ray and they built that big hip roof farm,
Yeah.
Well, there was all these Hollanders there helping or whatever.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
then a lot of the Catholic neighbors around too,
Yeah.
come all the time
Yeah.
and help you out and whatever.
Do you think there was ever a rift, Arlene? Not a rift, but some parents sent their kid to to public school, and some went to St. Benedict's or Emmons Central. Do you think that ever caused anything back in the day, at all?
I don't know. In a way, it more did so when Father Roman was here because he was a little bit different.
Sure.
Yeah.
Old school, you might
Yeah,
say.
that's right.
Really?
Where
You guys went to the Catholic church, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And we almost did, we had Holy Trinity
Yeah.
out there all
Yeah.
those years.
Oh yeah.
And we came in here.
Yeah.
And even when,
Oh.
who was our Father Dubsky? We had Father Dubsky out there
Yep,
for
Dad.
some time,
Yeah, yeah. Dad talks about Dubsky.
And he was a very nice priest,
Yeah.
And I know Father Mark was also afraid about that he's going to lose that parish out there.
Oh.
But he didn't make very much effort to serve us with a lot of masses or whatever.
Right.
Especially during like Lenten holidays or something like that,
Right.
whatever.
When you're supposed to go like Good Friday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And or even like certain days they would have Stations of the Cross, or whatever.
Yeah.
But he didn't do a lot of that
Hmm.
extra stuff,
Interesting.
whatever, because of that. But
Hmm.
yet he didn't want to lose Crossing Cemetery either. I
Right.
mean, parish.
Right.
But then they did finally, and it was him, I think, that closed the damn thing down. And
Mm.
I was so upset with that and whatever, because I forget who the other priest was that we got then later on, and I talked with him. And I said, and we were doing very good out there. I said, we
Right.
supported ourselves. It wasn't Strasburg Parish or something like that that helped us out and do all
Right.
this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
I said we supported our own parish and took care of everything, and there was never no problem that the church or the parish didn't have money
Right.
or whatever. Because
Right.
I said all
Raise
the
your
people
own.
paid their dues and everything. And on
Right.
Sundays, we all had our envelopes and we all contributed every Sunday.
Right.
And at the end of the year, whatever. Well, it usually was when harvest was over, because I remember my dad when I was still a kid at home.
Yeah.
In the fall, he'd always give quite a lump sum of money to the church
Hmm.
from the harvest money,
Right, right.
what he, from the grain and everything.
Yeah.
He had to
Right.
get. you know, they were all grateful for what God gave them from the
Yeah,
harvest and everything. So they, you know, donate quite a bit to the church. And
Sure,
whatnot.
after harvest, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And,
Then he closed the doors.
yeah. And
It wasn't Zelder, was it? I mean, that you talked to? Father Zelder?
no, it's-
Dad talks a lot about Zelder.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember him. He
Yeah.
come to Holy Training when I was 5 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Was he from Russia or somewhere? Ukraine?
He was from some
He
foreign
has
country.
quite an accent when Dad
Yes.
impersonates him. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah. You know, like he has that.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, like, well, when Father Seller was out there too, I was just 5 then.
Yeah.
When he came, you know,
Wow.
whatever.
And Dubsky was after Zelder?
Pardon?
Was Dubsky after Zelder?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to have you go.
Sounds
because I
good.
got somebody else